Hey, what is up everyone? In this video we're doing a before you buy guide on everything you can get in the Sears gear bundle. So basically this bundle includes the Soaring Oracle costume, the Soaring Oracle weapons, and the Soaring Oracle Banjo. It also comes with 550 ancient coins and a free bonus of 25,000 gold. So this is probably the best deal you can get if you want to just get all this stuff. It's about, I think, $16. It's roughly $16. If you have Game Pass, you get it a little bit cheaper as well. But first, looking at the costume is really nice looking. It's not too flashy, so you can use this while playing like PvP and stuff, and you shouldn't have too many problems with just being seen really easily. I will say it's not great for tucking just because it's like basically all white, so you're gonna stand out a lot more than if you were in like a darker outfit. There are two versions of the costume, one with the headband on and one without it. If you buy the bundle right now though, there's been problems with the other variant not showing up in your account, but don't worry, it's going to show up eventually. It's just a bug that's on Thieves' end. I will say though, one thing that kind of weirds me out that I wasn't expecting when I bought this was that the legs are all bones and it's like bird bones. That's a little weird looking. I don't know how I feel about that, but I really do like the part above that area, where it's like, you know, like nice jacket and all that kind of stuff. All of that is good, and I think this is a really nice costume that we've gotten here. You also get a really cool built-in emote with it. This is probably my favorite built-in emote with any costume that we've gotten, so honestly the emote by itself is worth the whole costume in my opinion. I just really like it. You basically get a whole new instrument with it that plays a whole little unique song, and it just sounds really nice, and I think it's cool. And your leg lifts up and you're kind of just balancing there, and you have this stuff that's swirling around you with like feathers that are kind of floating in the air. They did a lot of work with this emote and I really like it. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at the banjo. So you can see right here I got the banjo. It looks nice. I don't know if I buy it on its own just because I don't really see a point of buying banjos, but I like how it looks. You got this nice wrapping around it, and then you have like the little feather on the end and stuff. Oh, that looks pretty nice. I don't really have a good way of showing off how it looks like to other people because I don't really have an emote that shows off at that, but this is what it looks like fully on its own where other people can see it, and I think it does have a nice design. I still think I prefer the Pirate Legend banjo, which is what I typically use over here, but I think this one is unique and I think it does look pretty nice. Alright, now moving on to everyone's favorite category, and this is weapons. So I'll be honest, I'm not too impressed with this weapon set, except for the sword. I think the sword looks really nice. Let me go ahead and stop this emote, and you'll be able to see. It's got this cool little, like, shape to it. It kind of reminds me of how Merrick's sword looks. And I just really like how it's got this nice curve with, like, little, like, things sticking off of it and stuff. And I think the hilt looks really nice. So I think this is probably the best of all the weapons that we got. But let's go ahead and take a look at the pistol next. So the pistol here it's got like these like nice little beads on it. I think look cool. It's also kind of supposed to look like a flute almost, so you can see on the top it has like the holes that you put your fingers on while playing a flute, similar to how the emote is that comes with the costume. And I think that's a really cool touch with it. And I think that makes it a little bit more unique. I will say though, I wish they added a sight to it because I really just think it's going to be hard to aim with. But it won't be as hard as other weapons are. It's got a little bit of a curve at the end there, but I think you could still probably shoot decently with it. We can go try like right here. So if I'm aimed right there, that's pretty off to be honest. It's something you're gonna have to get used to if you really want to use this pistol, but I don't know, like if we go like right there, yeah, you kind of have to aim like a bit lower than you would normally do. So just keep that in mind if you want to use this. I'm not saying you can't use it, but it is going to be a little bit more difficult than, say, like the Ebon pistol, like the one that you see me play with a lot. So next we have the Eye of Reach. I think this one looks really nice too. I think this, like the sword, looks really sleek, and it just has this really cool design on it. Kind of things like sticking off it and stuff. I think the scope looks really nice. Like it's got like a nice little two-tone there with like the white base, and then you have like this like more like brownish color for the scope. And if we go ahead and look in here, you can see the scope is just kind of normal. It's nothing really special with that, no like tinted color or anything, but I think it looks nice. And the scope looks like it has the same thing that the pistol had, where it has like the holes on top. I think that's a nice touch. Now finally we have the blunderbuss. Now the blunderbuss, I think they could have done a little bit more with it. It just is very plain to me compared to the other weapons in this set. But I think it does have its merits. I think it does look decent, and it's alright. I don't like this big bump in the middle there. You see it kind of like throws you off a bit. So if we can go up to something, like I guess this would be good. You can kind of see where that goes. Ooh, look at the damage marks on that. I did not notice that when we were doing it before. That looks cool on the stone. Especially like right there on the edge. Sorry about that. I got distracted there, but you can kind of see what I mean. Like, just that bump kind of annoys me. Maybe it doesn't annoy you, but for me, I try to use like the more flat barrel ones. So that's just something to keep in mind. I would recommend, if you want to get any of the weapons, just get the weapon bundle that comes with the costume and everything that I talked about in this video. I think that's the best deal that you can get, but it's really up to you. I think the sniper's really nice, I think the pistol's really nice, and I think the sword's probably the best out of all four of them. But that covers everything that's in this bundle. Let me know if you like this style before you buy video better. Maybe I'll do this for each monthly update. I think this might be a little bit easier to do rather than try to cover every single thing in its own separate video. Let me know if you like this format better. But until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all.